Hey chat, how are you? So, are you like me and there hasn't been a bigger heartbreak in life than the failed promise of eraser mate pens? Like, you had a pen, but you could erase it like a pencil. Ooh, but it was always like a weird kind of erase, like, what's that ink smudge? Yeah, that wasn't a full erase like a pencil. That was an eraser mate, wasn't it? But it was just the beginning of the technology. It could have been so much. There was so much promise and hype, and it went away. It went away into the night, and it's sad, isn't it? It really is. So I'm here to implore everyone to order Chipotle in person. So Carolyn and I were toiling around town, running errands and whatnot. We got a little hungry, a little hungry, as Lennox used to say. And I was like, Chipotle, it's reasonably cost, cheap-ish, and it's familiar, and it's not bad, and it's quick and it's easy. So we decided on Chipotle. And if you're saying, you live in California, you have real Mexican food, why would you go to Chipotle? My response is, why not? So I'm an app person kind of girl. Always order through the app or website because you can customize it however you want. And it's there when you walk in and you don't have to talk to anyone. And it's flipping a miracle. Bob's your uncle. I love it. So I always order online, always order on the app. Through and through. It's just so much. It's seamless is what it is. But so we decided on Chipotle, and I said, we're going to walk in there and order it. Why? Because the last two times we've gotten Chipotle, ordered on the app, ordered through Chipotle.com, they shortchange you on the protein. Why? Because you're not there staring at them, in front of them, in person, IRL. So they feel fear. They feel trepidation. They're like, I better pony up on the protein because this person is right here in front of me before my very eyes. And it's happened the last two times. And the last two times I've contacted Chipotle customer service and like, oh, fill out this feedback, contact us form. Yeah, okay. And then I get comped meal. They're like, oh, here's a coupon code for free, whatever. Okay, thanks. But then I forget about it. And it eventually expires, just like a gift card that you had from 2013. It no longer has value. So they end up winning on both ends. They screw you. They screw your meal on the front end, and then the back end, you don't use their coupon code, so they make out like bandits. So we're outside Chipotle, West Sacramento, Southport Town Center, and I said, we're going to walk in and order like civilians. And while they scoop the protein, you stare at them. You stare them down. Staring contest. Bombastic side eye. Ever hear of it? Always order Chipotle in person. Okay? It's like Joe Pesci, Lethal Weapon 2. They F you through the drive-thru, okay? They F you through the drive-thru because they realize you're going to be 16 miles down the road before you see that they gave you 9 chicken McNuggets instead of 10. Same diff. Online ordering is the new drive-thru, and I love the apps, okay? And I love online ordering. I love this whole e-commerce thing. I think it's really going places, but I've been done wrong too many times. Okay, twice. But you get your food and you lift the top and there's barely any chicken or steak or whatever. But you're already home and you don't want to, I got to go back. I don't want to go back. And the person scooping it, they have to have instructions from on high, from the King Chipotle to say, yeah, you don't scoop, instead of doing a full scoop, do 3/4 a scoop, do half a scoop, and there's no repercussions. So, yeah. That is my message. That's my PSA for the day. By the way, their honey chipotle chicken, excellent. Excellent. Very tasty. Very yummy. So my coworker, I have like a tub of Aquaphor at work because it's winter and dry skin, whatever. It's always at the access, always at the ready. And the other day he puts his finger in there. He's like, oh, I have dry skin too. And he puts his finger in there and he dabs him up some. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for asking. That I can forgive, okay? Dry skin, it's apparel. A space Peril. And I don't want anyone to suffer from it. But the other day, I have also right next to the Aquaphor, I have a giant bag of almonds, 40 ounces from Costco, as my mom says, Kirkland signature, salted and roasted. And then, same thing, he puts his hand in there and grabs some almonds for him and noshes on them. And I'm like, dude, Aquaphor is one thing, but I put those almonds in my mouth now. It was early morning. I'm thinking he showered. He was fairly clean. And I haven't died yet. That was a few days ago. But still, ask and then pour yourself out some. Don't just reach your hand in there like a vagabond. So I have psoriasis, and it's not a big deal. Basically, part of my foot somewhere itches once every few weeks. I got some ointment that the doctor prescribed me, and it sort of helps, but whatever. So I needed to order some more. I hop on the Kaiser Meds app, my Kaiser Meds, and I go to order it, and they're like, oh, we don't know the cost. And I'm like, okay. And then they give you another message. But if there is a cost, we'll charge your credit card you have on file. And I'm like, okay, it's not. No. They should say, okay, we don't know the cost yet. Okay, we get it. Obamacare, Joe Biden, it's Donald Trump's fault. I agree. Thanks, Gavin Newsom. But then once they find out the cost, because they eventually do find out the cost, they should say, oh, the cost is $15. Do you wish to proceed with your transaction? Yes or no? But no, they just charge whatever. Carolyn was worried. I was like, it's going to be a small nominal fee. And it was $12.34. Not a big deal. And I buy one of those tubes once every 6 months or so. So not a huge deal, but that's complete BS that they don't know the cost. Get the hell out of here. Speaking of almonds and peanuts, so both Trader Joe's and both Costco claim to have super large, super crunchy Virginia peanuts. Extra large, extra crunchy Virginia peanuts. I've tasted both, and while they both claim to be extra large, extra crunchy, and from Virginia, the Trader Joe's peanuts are way better, way bigger, way crunchier, saltier. So I had a tub of Costco, and a tub of Costco peanuts will last you for a few months. But I finished it recently, and I said, I'm not going to buy them no more. But we don't go to Trader Joe's nearly as often as Costco. But Trader Joe's peanuts, light years ahead, much, much better. 1 out of 10, they're 10. Costco peanuts, about a 3. And then I meant to buy some salted almonds from the Natomas Costco last weekend, but they didn't have any. And I checked Costco online, the app, and they have them in stock in Cal Expo, Woodland, Elk Grove, Roseville, on and on, every single Costco. But Natomas has the Kirkland signature roasted and salted almonds. So I had to, begrudgingly, I had to buy the lightly salted almonds from Amazon.com. 40 ounces, $13. Not a bad buy, but I don't like, I want all the salt. Give me all the sodium. But whenever I have some salted nuts around, and my mom partakes. She doesn't like salt. She always goes, too saucy, too saucy. And I go, I like saucy. I want extra saucy. Why don't they have extra salted, like they have the extra toasty Cheez-Its, extra salt, heavy salt, hella salted almonds? I would be there for show. My coworker was in Las Vegas recently, and he went to Dave's Hot Chicken, and he ate the Reaper level chicken. So Dave's, they have from zero spice up to the Reaper. There's 7 levels of spiciness, of heat. And he ate the Reaper. They made him sign a waiver, so if he dies, he couldn't sue Dave. He said it was super hot, nothing he couldn't handle, and he said, and after he had some Hennessy, and that stitched him right up. My other coworker, so we're talking about booze, because what the hell else is there to talk about? Gambling, booze, and fast food. That's what we talk about all day. But we're talking about booze, and talking about the Voodoo Ranger IPA 6-pack for $11 at Walmart. And I say, how much do you pay for your Voodoo Ranger IPA? And he said, $12 at Rite Aid. And I said, you buy your alcohol at Rite Aid? That means you have a problem. You're an alcoholic. Only alcoholics buy booze from Rite Aid. Even 7-Eleven or a liquor store or a gas station, buying booze there is a higher level than pharmacy. You go into Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens, empty, barren shelves except for booze, and they got the pharmacy people in the back to give you your psoriasis medication. So Walmart Plus, which I have, saved 10 cents per gallon only at certain gas stations, Exxon, Mobil, and we have both an Exxon and Mobil in West Sacramento on West Capitol Avenue. I went to Mobil on West Cap, and their technology was like from 1983. I don't know, and it's like, put in this number, and I go to the pump and I put in the number. It says invalid. I have no idea. It wasn't working, and it said you can go inside and show this number to the cashier. And I'm like, I ain't going inside to see no cashier and show no number to no cashier. Okay, so I went down the street a little, went to an Exxon. Boom, popped right up. What pump are you at? I'm at pump 2. Boop, 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 boop. And the price was $3.75 per gallon. I paid $3.65 per gallon, 10 cents off. And it's Exxon. It's a brand name which I know and trust. But they use Synergy for their branding, their mix. I knew about Top Tier, but I didn't know about Synergy, which Exxon and the Mobil, which denied me, also have. But you definitely don't want to go to, like, we have one on West Capitol called Diamond, and so I steer clear of there. But you definitely want a good gas, high quality gas. I remember way back in the day, we were driving around, my friend, me, Arnold Gonzalez, and his brother Jerry, and we're driving around in Arnold's Civic, and he needed gas hecka bad. And we're like, pull over, there's a gas station, pull over. And Jerry said, no, that's dirty gas. That's dirty gas. You don't want that. And so we drove around until we found a Shell. So Shell, 76, Chevron, I guess they're Top Tier. I mean, they have the signage and whatever. Synergy, I guess it's working for me. I don't know. But the Exxon and the Mobil and West Capitol in general, a little rough. I wouldn't fill up at night. Our Arco, the closest we have is Arco, which is $3.85, by the way. Ooh, save 20 cents off Arco. Arco is a nice area, nice little shopping area. West Capitol, not so nice, but if I'm saving 20 cents per gallon, I like that. So my coworker, he bought an energy drink from a vending machine at work $5. Okay. And I said, ooh, I'm going to tell my mommy on you. And I texted my mom and I said, hey, Mom, my coworker paid $5 for an energy drink. And her response was, a fool and his money are soon parted ways. And I thought, ooh, you bad boy, you're in trouble now. Showed my coworker and he said, why would you say that? Why? Why'd you tell her? Why'd you tell her? And I said, yeah, welcome to the last 47 years of my life. I'm watching Skeleton Crew, Star Wars show with a couple kids and Jude Law. First episode was terrible. Second episode also terrible. But they revealed Jude Law at the very end of episode 2, and I was like, okay, I'm going to give this one more episode 3, I liked Jude Law good in this role. The kids are annoying, but they're kids. It's Goonies. It's Explorers. Okay, whatever. It's Stranger Things meets Star Wars. Yeah, sure, whatever. It's fine. I'll watch another episode, I guess. But it's not great. It is far from great. And that's it. I think that's all we have for today. Alrighty, take care. Brush your hair. Peace out. See ya.